Hello everybody, welcome back to a remote recorded episode of Lost with me, Alan, Tom,
Right.
and Jez.
I realised you can't see me, so I waved and you can
That happens to us quite a bit. So we normally like to record Lost in person, but we haven't had a chance to meet up recently, work being too busy, and we know it's been a while since the last episode came out, so we are recording one remote.
It's been so long.
Tom reminded us that it was the Hurley-based episode, right, Tom?
Yeah, we found out that he did actually have a lot of money and he didn't lie. Well,
Yes, he was a millionaire. He won the lottery with those numbers. The numbers he heard being that he heard from the guy in the asylum, who had heard it from a guy he used to work with over like the radio waves, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of numbers.
Not numbers everywhere. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Let's get straight in with Deus Ex Machina. So this is Lost Season 1, Episode 19. You guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
They're going to break the trebuchet. Fuck.
I mean, that is a pretty chunky hinge as well, though, Tom.
Yeah, but, you know, they've been trying to open this for weeks. They could have at least... They put a dent in it by now.
Oh, fucking hell.
So he's still not have feeling in his legs? Didn't look like
That's
it.
what he's worried about. That was pretty deep.
Jesus.
I would say he's starting to lose the feeling in his legs again.
Yeah, or he just never actually gained it.
I don't know, you'd notice, wouldn't you? If you couldn't feel anything, you'd assumed you would notice before, wouldn't you?
Ah, crap, he needs to get in another plane crash.
Oh, fucking hell. I think you've done enough testing. Oh, shit.
This is how he loses his feeling in his legs. This lady messed him up. Look at her, she's a creep. Although
It's a bit dodgy.
I wish someone would follow me like that.
Would you like it to be a lady of that age as well? No,
Oh, is this it? Right.
Can't be it. Didn't hit him that hard.
That's the thing with Locke. You're permanently waiting for what happens to fuck him over, aren't you?
Yeah.
And yeah, I would prefer if it was a lady. Yeah.
Hey! Please.
Why are you following me?
I'm sorry. I'm your mother.
Fucking hell, they look the same age.
I was waiting for one of you to say that.
What do you want from me?
Would you fuck off?
I want to tell you that you're special. Very special.
Yes.
My father.
You're the creation of 27 different men's sperm.
Is that how you came about, Tom?
Oh, John.
Jen, sorry, Tom.
Understand?
Sorry, Tom.
Sorry.
You don't
Not-
have
not sorry,
a
Jez.
father. You were immaculately conceived.
Oh my God, it's Jesus.
I told you there's religious ties in the show. I just can't remember what people said.
You can't open that thing up. You say you can, but you can't.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Don't you get it? It's dead end. You're not getting in.
That is Locke's theme,
We
that
didn't
is.
find this by accident.
Yeah,
We're
you can't tell me
supposed
what
Don't
to
tell me what I can't
Yeah.
do.
The island will send us a sign.
The island will send us a sign.
All that's happening now is our faith is being tested, our commitment. But we will open it. The island will show us how.
What kind of sign will the island send us? Huh, John?
Look at that.
Fucking hell.
Fuck, I
you
don't
see
remember
that?
this.
Who are those people?
Teresa falls up the stairs. Teresa falls down
What
the
the
stairs.
fuck's going on?
Teresa falls up the stairs. Up the stairs. Teresa falls down the
No,
stairs.
please. Don't take it back.
That was a bit trippy.
I dreamt about a questionably CGI'd plane. It was 2005. I'll cut him some slack.
So, she's my mother.
I lifted some hairs from her car and matched them with your DNA samples. She was institutionalized. It's a type of schizophrenia.
What about my father?
Maybe he doesn't even know you exist. This stuff isn't meant to be, even though it may feel that way. That this probably won't have a happy ending. Do you want it or not?
I'm Anthony Cooper's son.
Mr. Cooper doesn't have a son.
My mother is Emily Locke. Please?
So who found who?
I'm sorry, sir.
Emily, your mother. Did she find you or did you find her?
She found me.
She told me she wasn't even gonna have the baby, you, at all. And she drops off the face of the planet. When she turns up again, she's asking me for money. You gonna drink that or what?
Fucking hell, yeah.
He was
Yeah,
speaking
you
to
just
him.
sat there.
You have a family of your own?
It's been literally 5 seconds.
Dad's going to be a
I
right
had a
prick.
dream
isn't he?
last night. I asked for a
100%.
sign.
It was a dream, but it was the most real thing I've ever experienced.
Have you been using that wacky pay stuff that made me see my sister eating?
No, no.
He eats it for breakfast every
John,
day.
I gotta tell you, signs and dreams and...
Who's Teresa? Teresa falls up the stairs, Teresa falls down the stairs.
How would you know about that?
I don't know, Boone, but we're supposed to go to this place. We're supposed to find that plane.
Someone from camp hiked all the way out here?
Ooh. The truth.
Damn doctors say I need a
No,
transplant.
he wants John's kidney.
Tomorrow, if it were up to me.
If I needed a kidney, would you give me one of yours?
John,
Yeah, I think so.
the dialysis will be
Oh,
fine.
thanks.
Just
Well,
depends
I
if
didn't
someone
tell
else
you for
asked
this
me
exact
before you
reason.
did, because then
I'm
I'd
not
have
gonna
none.
let this spoil what's going to be a fantastic
I
day,
wouldn't.
and neither should you.
I know
so
you wouldn't.
I'll get down here and
Bastard. Tom's a better man than you.
go shoot some birds.
You crazy?
I was in a wheelchair.
What?
I was paralyzed for 4 years. I was in that chair when we took off, but not after we crashed.
Why were you in a wheelchair?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, does the kidney
Back,
operation
I don't
go
know
wrong?
Why?
Probably.
But it once
I'm alright,
more
I'm alright.
What I saw.
It's the only reason we've got
What?
for
I know
him
it sounds
being
crazy.
paralysed.
4
right?
weeks ago, there's something that we were meant to find. Something that's going to help us get into the hatch. I know it. But we got to keep going.
She may be a little crazy, but at least she brought us together. Thank God it happened now. Well, we still have time.
Paying the kidney card, isn't he? What a wanker.
Let's find your bird.
I'm not even memeing, but he kind of looks like Prince Andrew.
He does a bit, doesn't he? Wonder if he sweats.
One day she took a bad step. Broke her neck. I was 6.
Alright.
So what the hell is so funny?
Planes behind him. Ah.
You're going to have to climb up there for us and find out.
Fuck you.
Me?
Fuck you very much.
Gonna climb it, get the thing, chuck it out the window, planes go forward, he's gonna die.
You can still change your mind.
It's all a lie, innit? It's not really a kidney transplant.
No, you don't think?
No.
Was he really his dad?
He'd need to be compatible, wouldn't he?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
If you're looking for a stool sample, you can forget it.
Semen.
Reading a lot.
I need it right now.
It's got hyperopia. Hyperopia.
Shit himself.
What the fuck even is that?
What is that? You're farsighted. Farsighted. It can develop later in life, especially when you add a new strain to the eyes, like with reading. Har har, very funny.
Looks like someone steamrolled Harry Potter.
Surely there must be an easier way.
Yeah, he's really going for it though.
Hang on.
He is. Well, yeah, no shit, of course, hang on. Fucking hell.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Look at that!
I mean, this can only go wrong.
I know, it's such a terrible idea.
Yeah, they should have found a way to put a rope around it. Got a few people to pull it, and then eventually pull
Actually
the
bring it
plane
down.
down.
Oh, fuck.
Boone! I'm fine! Here's your sign.
Yeah. Hey, let's go.
You can get drugs about.
Oh no, Charlie's gonna have a right fucking party if he finds this.
I know.
It might kill him off though. That'll be good.
Oh shit, they got working radio. Fuck that!
Hello? Hello? Anybody out there? Mayday, mayday!
Boone, there's no time! Get out now! Someone there?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Repeat your transmission,
Boone, mate, get out of there.
Survivors of the crash of Oceanic
Boone,
Flight
get out!
815, please copy.
Get out now!
That's not good.
He did.
I'll tell you one thing, he's not going to be in a good way.
Fuck.
He saw him all covered in blood, didn't he?
Yeah.
During the trees that falls down the stairs thing.
Yeah, that's why I said he was going to die.
There was an accident. Boone fell off a cliff out near the place we were hunting.
Why didn't he just tell him the truth?
Oh shit. Fuck it
I need
out.
some water.
I think what you did was so kind.
Where's my father?
Give him some like bone marrow from his spine or some shit.
Where is he?
Mr. Cooper checked out this afternoon.
Did he leave me a message?
No, not that I know of. You just relax, Mr. Locke. I'm going to get you some juice.
It was his idea. I'm sorry, John. I needed some money. Your father's always been generous.
You told me I didn't have a father.
Well, he said that was the only way you would give it to him. It had to be your idea.
What a prick.
He told me where to find you. He asked me to go see you.
You wouldn't do this to me. He wouldn't do this to me.
Oh,
Eddie.
fucking hell.
Open the gate. You can't do this.
John, please, move your car.
Poor old Locke.
Yeah, he's had a bad life.
I've done everything you wanted me to do. So why did you do this to me?
Fucking hell, is he gonna double it out?
Fucking lights on.
There you go. So, that was Lost, Season 1, Episode 19, Deus Ex Machina. Quite a lot going on that episode. We got flashbacks of John Locke giving up his kidney to his dad, meeting his mum and his dad for the first time. Then on the island, we saw John trying to get into the Hatchmore alongside Boone, while he had a vision which told him to find a seaplane, which went on to injure Boone. On the side of that, we also saw Sawyer finding out that he's farsighted. So a little bit of a fun side story. What did you guys think of this one?
It just cements my opinion that Locke is one of my favourite characters.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot that his dad was a cunt.
Wow.
Yeah, I always enjoy a Locke episode. Like, whenever it's a Locke episode, I'm always like, oh yeah, this is going to be a good one. Like, that's kind of like how I feel, whenever you get one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Tom?
But I mean, I say it all the time, but the episodes just get better and better towards now that we're coming to an end, I guess.
Yeah, as we were watching that, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, I forgot how good. And this is not me saying, oh, like, Lost gets shit or anything like that, because I don't think it does at all. But I find myself thinking as we were watching that, I forget how good, like, Season 1 Lost is. The kind of little moments where you're like, oh, what does that mean? What's that? Like, the little interesting stories that it throws out, the really good way it does character building. Yeah, it's just like, it was a really solid episode.
Real solid.
Yeah, really good.
So, a few little bits I want to talk to you about. First one I want to talk about is the title, Deus Ex Machina. How do you guys interpret that for this episode? I'm interested, because I've got an interpretation, but I'm interested to hear if you guys do at all.
I don't.
But we were talking about it during. It's like it's either Locke is that. You said it was something that helps solve basically an impossible to solve thing, or something like along those lines.
In case it doesn't make the cut, I did say what it was that I roughly thought, but I also read it out. But they're normally a plot item that people use to paint themselves out of a corner. But the way that Google describes it is an unexpected power or event saving a seemingly hopeless situation, especially as a contrived plot device in a play or novel. They're quite often, you get them a lot in games, they're something that suddenly pops up at the end just at the right time. Oh, that's that magical item that will help us to save the day. I was going to say it'd be the ring in Lord of the Rings if it only came in the last book, it'd be that kind of thing.
Well, it kind of hinted towards Locke's dream, like he had a dream of all that stuff happening, and you kind of think, oh, is something going to be on the plane that's going to fix it, but it never obviously worked out.
The way I saw it, and I'd be interested to hear what you guys think, because you guys might think that this is complete garbage. I think that if you think about it, it kind of turns it on its head. So we've got two parallel storylines going on, right? We've got obviously island story and at home story. On the island story, Locke sees the plane, and suddenly is that going to be a Deus Ex Machina? You know, he thinks it is, right? It's the thing that's going to help him. Seeing this plane is going to be the thing that there's something there that's going to help them get into the hatch, right? He becomes convinced of it because he saw it in a dream. Back in the real world, world off the island, Locke finds out that he finds out about his mum. He meets his mum, who tells him that he's like a miraculous birth, right? That he has no father. So he hunts down his dad. And then we find out in time that his dad has his kidneys failing. So John is almost his Deus Ex Machina at that point, you know, because he's the thing he needs at the time, right? That he needs a kidney. But then the episode kind of flips it on its head at the end, and actually both of these things turn out to be incorrect. Like, the plane doesn't seem to hold what John needs, and he wasn't ever this unexpected thing for his dad, because his dad had set the whole situation up so he could get what he wanted. So it was almost like it took the idea of a Deus Ex Machina and then kind of went, actually, it's all bullshit, none of it works, none of it's true, it's planned out, or it just doesn't happen. That was kind of my interpretation of that.
Okay.
I may be completely overreaching, but that's kind of how I saw it. It was like it took these things and then kind of flipped them.
I think it's a bit of both. I think he is that thing for everyone on the island, so, and he was also that thing for his dad. So I think the plane,
didn't work out for Boone, though, did it?
No, that's not.
Didn't work out for Boone.
I mean, I guess it's more likely that it's not more likely. It's more for this episode. It was the plane on the island, but overall, it's just Locke himself is the actual thing, because he's helped everyone out. He, can show people the eye of the island, or whatever it was called, the heart of the island, and he knows everything. And he's helped out Charlie. He's helped out Walt. He does a lot.
So he's helped out most people, hasn't he, in one way, shape, or form. Even Claire, like building her, her cot and stuff like that. He just helps everyone, doesn't he? And I think what you find out in this episode really is that Locke has a lot of love to give. Like, he doesn't always do things the right way, but he was willing to give this man who'd only just met a kidney, right? The nurse even said, "Oh, it's such a kind thing that you've done." He might have made some bad choices. I mean, look at the situation that's left Boone in, but he tries to do things for what he thinks is right. I don't think you could ever say that he tries to do things for a specifically selfish way, or tries to do the wrong thing. Sometimes he does do the wrong thing, but not through wanting to do bad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, okay, I think that's a good good interpretation of Locke.
Yeah, the Boone thing went wrong, but he didn't. It obviously wasn't intentional, so that's just I don't know. He's obviously, don't know if he's actually Christian and religious, but he's obviously believes in something, because he, at the end and throughout, he was like, "Oh, I've done everything you've wanted me to do," kind of thing. So he believes in something.
He sees the island as a living entity, right? Like he always talks. Yeah, he talks like you say, he can see the heart of the island, and he knows more about this place. He doesn't know a lot, but he knows there's something special about this place because of the way that it has affected him. So yeah, I think
he's still the only one to see the monster, right? Isn't he?
Boone saw it.
Yes.
Right?
Has anyone else seen?
Oh, Boone saw it, but only when he was kind of all tripping on shit.
He was trippy at that point, wasn't he?
Yeah. And maybe John was as well, right? We don't know that.
Yeah. Well, maybe, yeah. And the thing you're saying about him, getting Boone to go up in the plane, Tom, if Locke had the feeling in his legs, he'd have gone up there.
Yeah.
He either wouldn't have sent Boone and he'd have gone, or they both would have gone.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't have sent Boone alone in that situation.
No.
I think Locke, being Locke, would have wanted to have gone to see what was up there first before anyone else.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think it's a really strong episode. It leaves you a bit of mystery. It
Who
throws
the fuck
that.
Turned the light on.
Oh yeah, that's the end of the episode, right? The light in the hat's and that's right. Is that going to really solidify like Locke's beliefs were being tested at the end, right? He was there and he was screaming and almost a bit broken. It almost kind of mirrored how he was on back at home with his dad after he found out that his dad had tricked him.
Yeah.
But now this light coming on, is that going to have like solidified his feelings? You know, is he going to think that that's another sign, right?
100%,
in that moment, you know, in that moment where he was at his weakest, the island kind of showed something to him. So maybe he'll be even more convinced of the island.
I guess he's always done his best to help other people, and it's worked out.
Yeah.
I mean, Boone got injured, but overall, I think it was you know, they found a radio that they might be able to fix, and now this light's on.
Yeah, we forgot about the radio. That obviously Boone picked up a call there for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on
there. The radio.
The subtitles.
Yeah, he was the other side of it.
Yeah, that was weird. Like the subtitles were a bit weird.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus, they were a bit wrong.
I had the subtitles on.
And at one point, it said, when he was talking to those people, he said, "We're survivors of the Atlantic 815," and then the person replied saying, "We're the survivors of 815." So I was like, I think that was just the subtitles being wrong, because that's not what I heard the person say.
Oh, okay.
Finding the priest in the tree, obviously, which we found out came from Nigeria. Yeah, they were obviously not really a priest or something there. Found a garden, found the drugs. Interesting that they found some heroin, what we already know that Charlie struggles with.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be interesting. I don't, you know, are we going to see anything with Charlie there, right? Because it's been not easy for Charlie, but he's not had any drugs on the island, right, up until now. So he's had to go kind of... Granted, he threw it in the fire to get rid of what he had, but in a moment, that's easy, right? If you find...
He's got a lifetime supply there, isn't it?
Exactly. Fun little fact there as well, though, if you think about it from a Charlie perspective, I guess, is that they had, like, the religious artifacts and stuff, right? Like the statues, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Funny that the two sides of Charlie was very much that he was a very religious guy, if you remember, in his episodes. Mm-hmm. And here you've got, like, the kind of the religious objects hiding the other side of his personality.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was trying to pay attention to the numbers as well, but I can't remember what the numbers were because it's been so long.
Well, 815 of their plane is two of the numbers.
Because
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 32, I think might be the numbers. I'm probably wrong on at least a couple of those, but...
yeah, because there were some numbers on the plane's like dashboard thing before we picked up the radio.
So the numbers, I was close. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Is that what I said? 32, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I was close. I got one wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, those numbers do pop up a lot. So keep an eye out for numbers in the show. If you went back and rewatched season 1, I guarantee you there's probably like 50 times you've missed those numbers coming up at this point already.
Yeah, you said that last episode, so that's why I was looking out for it this time.
And the only other real kind of little mini storyline was the Sawyer and Jack.
Yeah, the Sawyer one was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah.
Jack fully did him one there.
Yeah, getting all the information out of him, finding out he's had STDs, he slept with prostitutes, just so that you could basically make him look stupid in front of Kate. And then even Saeed, doing a little bit to help him when they went through all the glasses, fixed up a pair of glasses for him, and now he just looks ridiculous because he's been reading more. What do you think any interpretations of Locke suddenly losing his ability to walk a bit?
I got a bit confused with that because I don't know, because obviously he was at the point where he could hardly walk at all, but then he managed to carry Boone all the way back, and then obviously get all the way back to the hatch after getting Boone back to. Yeah. So I don't know. Is it a faith? Something to do with his faith of the island? Is it if it was swaying?
That's how I read it.
Yeah, he was obviously losing his ability or his powers or whatever he's got.
As he was getting frustrated and couldn't get in through the hatch and starting to lose faith in the island, he started to lose his... But then then he had the dream, which then very much convinced him of things, and he still was getting progressively worse, wasn't he? Even though...
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's an interesting one. I did like the little moment in there. It's a really little thing which you wouldn't really pick up on a first viewing, but obviously his dad, Anthony Cooper, being like a proper prick when he finds him, obviously telling him about him being immaculately conceived and stuff like that, and then he uses the line, "I guess that makes me a god," and you can just tell that he's a prick that just you know really does view himself that way, you know. So what an arsehole.
Well, just thinking about maybe him losing his ability to walk is something to do with him getting closer, as he was getting closer to the Black Rock, whatever that is. Maybe that.
The Black Rock, as in the one they were talking about.
Yeah, the French lady's been talking about it, and it's on the map and stuff.
Yes, she was talking about the Black Rock, hasn't she? I'd completely forgotten about that. I love the fact that in Locke episode, well, this is only our second Locke episode, but I love the fact that you're constantly now being like, how's he going to end up in the wheelchair? Like, is this going to be the thing? Is this going to be the thing? Like, he got hit by the car, and you were like, is this the thing? When he got like knocked by a car.
I was thinking the kidney operation's going to go wrong, and
yeah, but you're just waiting, aren't you? Like,
I was waiting for him to try and get out of bed and then just hit the floor.
Yeah, it's like that. There's an old like saying in films where if you see a gun, you have to use it. You know, like that kind of thing, right? Like if you see an object, you know at some point it's going to play a role, and it's that thing where sometimes as the viewer, like sometimes you can get a scary moment or something like that where you are completely oblivious as much as the main character, but sometimes it's much more powerful to know more than the character does. So you know something has to happen to Locke, and you're just waiting for it to happen. So you know something bad, something really bad's got to happen to Locke at some point for him to end up in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Poor bastard. He's not had a good life, has he?
No, I felt really sorry for him in that episode.
Anything else you guys want to chat about with this one?
Nope, I'm just glad we're back.
Yeah, back with more Lost.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, so the next episode we have got is called, I'm going to look it up, I don't want Tom to look, because these things screw Tom over sometimes.
Yeah.
Do No Harm. Episode 20. There are 25 episodes in this series, though, if you include the 3-part finale, so we've still got a few episodes to go, but we will be back. Hopefully very soon we'll be back together, so we can film in person, but in the meantime, whilst that can't be happening, we will do them remotely like this, just so we can get back on it, because it's not fun missing weeks and having to then remember everything that happened. Okay, well, we will be back hopefully next week with episode 20, Do No Harm. I was about to read the little tagline for it, but I'm not going to because I don't want to ruin it for Tom. Hope you have all enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like and subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know about any of your favourite bits of this episode, but please don't give us any spoilers, as Tom has never seen the show and Jez apparently remembers nothing. Every week I'm impressed by how little Jeremy remembers about this show. If you have enjoyed this, please remember to go to allmaverick.com, where you can check out our videos, blogs, podcast, and our newly launched merch store, right, Jeremy?
Yes, hit that merch link. I don't know why I'm pointing upwards, because I have no idea where it's going to appear.
It's not going to be probably above. It'll probably be below, right? Yeah, and if you want to see more of us, then on Tuesday and Thursday evening, you can check us out over at twitch.tv/allmavericklive, where we are playing some of our favourite games. Tonight, we were absolutely smashing it on Fall Guys, and on Thursday evening, Tom and I are going to take on the new expansion for Cuphead, which is probably going to be hell.
Not that this will be out by Thursday, but yeah.
Good point. But the highlights for this video will... Check them out. Go
check it out on YouTube. Yeah. Check out the highlights.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.
All right.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Laters, Gators.
Bye.
Bye.